guess I have to scare you.
Hey everyone, this is Julie and welcome to my SOFHAB review series. Today I'm covering something perfect for Spooktober, Michael Jackson's Ghost, and joining me is none other than Rascal Entertainment.
Hi.
Gonna warn you guys, I have a little tickle in my throat, I don't know why, so forgive me. Now this short film was created by both Michael Jackson and Stephen King. Yes, that's Stephen King.
Yes.
In which an angry mob storms Michael's mansion and demands him to leave. Both horror and hilarity ensues, but
Before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on SOFHAB reviews and so much more.
yes, and thank you for joining us today. Subscribing to any and all of our channels, sharing our videos, and commenting. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. We hope you're enjoying your Spooktober. I wanted to put this out this week because this is the last week of Spooktober. And we had thought about why had we never covered Ghosts. We ended up watching it earlier, probably in September, because something came up and I said, you know what, I want to see that again. It's been years. And we watched it and we were like, this is so great, we need to cover it.
Right.
Well, we ran out of room on pause, so I said, let's put it on my channel.
Right.
So here we go. For those of you not familiar with Michael Jackson's Ghost, it's a 1996 short film starring Michael Jackson, directed by Stan Winston, and written by Stephen King and Mick Garris. And it's based on a story by Garris, Jackson, and King. It had 3 production companies: MJJ Productions, Kingdom Entertainment, and Optimum Productions. It had a budget of $15 million. That's back in 1996. And in 2024 dollars, that's $30 million.
Wow. So it doubles.
And it runs 39 minutes.
Yeah. So, with this one, you're probably wondering, well, how come you didn't do Thriller? That's also a Halloween short film.
It's coming! It's coming! Give us time! We did Shrek Thriller.
Right? So, we wanted to do this one because it's not one that many people talk about.
Main reason.
Right. We see Thriller everywhere. It's a staple of the Halloween season. In October, you play it every day if you want to. But we've seen this, and clearly it was another great short film, but not many people talk about it. And we couldn't figure out why. Is it because they want Thriller to be the key point, or is it because they didn't care for this one as much and Thriller was the masterpiece?
So, Ghost tells the story of an eccentric man with supernatural powers being forced out of a small town by his judgmental mayor. And Michael Jackson plays 5 roles and performs dance routines to songs Too Bad, It's Scary, and Ghost, taken from his Story album released in 1995, and Blood on the Dance Floor, History in the Mix in 1997. And it said it's an allegory for his life and pop culture status. It was filmed and released in 96, along with select prints of the horror film Thinner, and was first screened at the 1997 Cannes Film Festival. I hope that's right. And it's released as a promo a year later internationally on Laserdisc,
Right.
VHS, and video CD. Those are all like, what?
Right.
But we actually really thought this was interesting. And my first thought was maybe it didn't do well because they say, okay, we got Thriller and this is like Thriller. But it really isn't.
Not really. I mean, the closest you got is that they still have a supernatural element. They still have it take place on October or have the Halloween vibe. And they have monsters come out during the dance. And that's it. I guess it was seen too similar even though it's 2 different storylines. I think another thing would be is that it's more like a horror comedy in here for the most part. Thriller kind of stayed horror almost the entire time, like minus the beginning where you laugh at the theater. But this one had a mix and you didn't expect it, especially knowing Stephen King's involved.
Right.
And you thought it was going to be a lot more serious. And for points of it, it was. But they made it where it was still fun, still enjoyable, and pretty much anyone could watch it. It wasn't gory or graphic or anything.
Right. Now, it began production in 1993 under the title Is This Scary? With the director Mick Garris, and it was planned to come out in the 1993 comedy film Addams Family Values.
Really?
Now, the original video featured Christina Ricci and Jim Workman reprising the roles as Wednesday and Pugsley Addams, as well as Scrub star Ken Jenkins as the mayor.
Really?
Now, Michael Jackson backed out of the deal, returning an estimated $5 million, and the Addams Family connection was dropped. So Stan Wilson, who previously was in charge of makeup and visual effects, took over as director when Garris left to make the Shining miniseries.
Really? Okay.
Now, according to Garris, Ghost was the most expensive music video ever made at that time, and Michael paid for it all.
Wow. That tells you how much you really wanted to do this particular project.
Now, how was it received? Well, some viewers called it clunky, leaden, and overblown, saying it was staggeringly blunt allegory for Jackson's life and pop culture status, and he attributed his failure to Michael's place in the public imagination of the time, following his recent divorce from Lisa Marie Presley. And then we also read that for the villainess in the movie, the mayor, and you'll see a picture coming up, that he was supposed to be representation of the mayor who was involved in the Emmett Till case that took place in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I think it was the 1960s. And he was supposed to represent him as evil. And maybe they didn't want to touch that or get around that. That is a possibility.
Right.
But despite that all being said and all those things happening, if you have never seen Ghost, go to YouTube, type it in, you can see it for free.
Yep.
And if you have seen it, then let us know, did you love it? I mean, we know it's not Thriller. Nothing's going to top Thriller for him. But did you enjoy the experience that this gave? Did you like the costumes? Did you like the choreography for the dance routines? And he had children in here as well.
Yes.
With some of their moms. And as you said, some of their reactions were hilarious.
Right. And one of my favorites is that they do a mini running joke where the mom keeps hitting the son upside the head because he's saying stupid things. And they kind of imply that he entertains the kids with doing the scary stuff, and it's just for this movie only. You never see anything, but that's what it is. It's almost like this should have been Haunted Mansion, like they've done the music. And then she keeps hitting upside the head when he says something that's like, yeah, that was cool. And then at one point, the wind comes and smacks her upside the head. It was actually funny. And when the guy finally ends up getting scared of everything, he jumps out the window and looks like Looney Tunes.
Yes.
So for something that is supposed to be scary looking, they should have put in a lot of levity in there, so it's not just doom and gloom or nightmare fuel or everything. There are some probably a little scary visuals for some people, but you're really supposed to have fun.
Yes.
And everyone can watch it.
Now, the song Ghost appeared as a B-side on the On the Line song co-written and produced by Babyface. It was the B-side of that track, released in 1996. So some of you may actually have it. If you do, let us know in the comments. And I like the songs. They were Michael. They definitely reflected him and his style. I liked, as you said, the comedy, and there was horror, but not scary horror. The makeup for these costumes was incredible, and you could tell that they're, of course, of a different time period, unlike Thriller that was supposed to take place in modern day when it was done. And the makeup for the different characters that he plays is outstanding, because from what I understand, most people didn't know it was Michael playing that mayor. You thought it was some guy you didn't know. And people were actually like, oh, he's mean and he's this and that. And then in the end, you're like, oh my gosh. And you see the closing credits and you see that it's Michael.
Yes.
Let's go through the cast quickly with some final comments. Michael Jackson portrayed Maestro, the mayor. Mayor Ghoul, his demon form, you could say. Super Ghoul, Maestro's demon form, and the skeleton that does the little dance. Yeah, Pat Date is Pat. Amy Smallman is Amy. Edwina Moore is Edwina. Dante Bees is Dante.
Yes.
Seth Smith is Seth. Kimmel Cunningham is Kimmel.
Are you seeing the running?
Randolph is Lauren, and Heather Ethers as Heather.
You seeing the running joke here?
The choreographers for this video were Michael Jackson, Lavelle Smith Jr., Travis Payne, and Barry Lethair. You had a lot of dancers. There's a long list. We'll have the list of dancers noted in the comments, the description. So that you can see who they are and they get credit, but it's too many to go through here.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
And I'm just really glad that we were able to appreciate it for what it was, separate from Thriller. And I'm glad I didn't know about any of the controversy that went along with it, because when I originally saw it, before I saw it with you, with my mom and then with you, I might not have appreciated as much. One has nothing to do with the other. This is a work of art. That's real life in those things going on. I'm glad that this was released. So, wanted to release it today on SOFHAB to give you an opportunity to know about it, appreciate it if you already think it's fantastic, and leave your comments.
Yes.
So, if you've seen Michael Jackson's Ghost, the 39-minute short film, let us know in the comments. What are your opinions on it? How does it compare to Thriller for you? In our opinion, Thriller is the best.
Of course, right?
Are there other works that have been done you think it compares to? And what do you think of this as a Stephen King work?
Right.
I think it fits his writing. But it was so different in terms of being a music video and a story that you can tell it has a signature, but it's kind of not like Stephen King at the same time.
Right.
And if you've never seen it, be sure to go to YouTube, type it in. It's there for free. Come back and tell us what you think.
Hey, and even better, watch this and Thriller as a double feature.
Yes, that's what we plan on doing. Yes.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on some of our reviews and so many more types of videos.
Yes, and thank you for joining us for this last week of Spooktober special. There's another one coming out 2 days from now on Thursday. It's going to be a surprise, and I hope you love it as much as we love what we're sharing. And thank you, as always, for joining us, Rascal.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, you guys, as always,
you are special. I'm Rascal.
I'm Julie.
Have a fantastic day.
Continue to be happy, healthy, whole, and also wonderful, my special. See you next time.
Are you scared yet?